So before, getting into the presentation, I would like to say something over here. If you see from the sequence of speeches that we had from the investors, the point that they say is, unless you don't have a problem, then don't have a solution and try to find a problem. And considering that factor, one key point in our business is, among the signature clients which we have, most of the signature clients, they themselves approached us for the service that we are providing. So this validates that there is an inherent problem available. So with that note, I would like to take you through the details of the PPT. Yeah. Some water. Excuse me, some water. Sorry for the delay. Yeah. So I would like to introduce the team first. I have with us Martin Knapp. He is from Germany and he has close to 10 years of experience in the field of product management, which includes security services for logistics companies, so which is relevant to the business that we are into. And yeah, I would have said that earlier. We are into B2B logistics service provider. This is the whole business, and I'm going to take you through that. Then, coming back to Martin, with his close to 10 years of experience, he has worked for projects which has been served to clients like DHL, and Margo, which are one of the leading logistics providers. Then we have with me Lokesh, who is the technology head of the company, and he has close to 6+ years of technical architecture experience. Then I have with me Gopi, who is a serial entrepreneur. He has done it in the past and he's doing it now. He was one-man army in creating a retail business. After 2 years of experience, 2 years of that business, it was converted to profitability, and now it's in the 5th year of operations and it's being run by his wife. And now he moved on to do this venture, and he heads operations in the team. Then it's me. I have close to 5+ years of experience in bid management, customer handling. Prior to this, I was working in organizations where the deals that I was handling was more than $50 million. And next we have Sasi, who joined us recently, a couple of months back. Sasi has been joined as HR, and Sasi's experience includes managing entire SBU, a business unit, which has headcount from close to 3,000 people, which varies across from associates to vice presidents. Why I'm introducing the team first is VCs invest in people. So that's what I understand from the early, and that's what I got to know from the homework. So going forward, so the company, we started piloting the concept in August 2015. Now we are a bootstrap company, and we are in final stages of talks for seed funds, and it's in the negotiation stage. Then we are operating currently in Chennai, and very soon we'll be expanding to Coimbatore, which is the tier 2 city, and it's my hometown, so it's easy, and we already have clients acquired there. So here's the problem that I'm talking about. So you all would have had this experience, right? So you would have ordered products from e-commerce vendors, and the delivery boy would call you, typically, and will ask you, sir, when you will be available, and the call would typically land up when you are in office, when you're outside. You order a product in the e-commerce company, and you can't be waiting for the product to come to your house, right? And there are cases when you are not available at the house, it have got returned, right? So it happened to anyone over here? Most of the people? Yeah, many. At least I got few. Yeah. So that's the prime problem that we want to solve. But in a business view, if you want to solve that problem, populating people holistically is a challenge. So I'll take you through the presentation through a strategy, how we want to solve that problem of last mile delivery. This being a current biggest problem, and I'll take you through a strategy and approach which will make sure we have a low burn rate, and yet we are going to solve the problem and create a logistics company out of that. So the problem, and here is the size of the problem that we are looking at. We are looking at close to $2 billion is the market size, especially only in the last mile delivery for e-commerce alone. And there is other last mile delivery, any product, basic economics, wherever you stay, every product has to come to your house. So we are all, as per the concept of division of labor, we expertise in only one single area, and there are many things that we need, goods, which has to arrive to our home. So considering that factor, everything has to be transported, that has to be transported to the home. And this number is only for e-commerce retail. Apart from that, there is food, there's other services, ranging even from laundry to food, everything has to be transferred to the house. So it's a big number that we are looking at. Okay, and here is a solution that how we would like to offer. So if you see the whole supply chain, the customer orders, it goes to the cart. That's typically saying the e-commerce model, but the whole thing is you make an order. It can be through an e-commerce model. You make a phone call to a restaurant to order food. It'll have to be, and there is two concepts. One is hyperlocal and e-commerce. Hyperlocal is the source. I mean, from where you're purchasing, the vendor point to the destination is within the range of 10 kilometers. So that's a hyperlocal. I mean, the sourcing point and the destination is 10 kilometers. You classify that as hyperlocal. And the other point is e-commerce. That's, of course, in the whole city, you'll have one or two pickup points or warehouses. From there, it has to be transferred to the client destinations within the city. So here, the solution that we would offer is from hyperlocal markets. I mean, like hyperlocal demand, we pick it up from the local nearest point and we deliver it to the end customers. And from e-commerce, we used four-wheelers to transport to our nearest hubs, and then it will be transferred to the end customer. This is the whole solution. But I will explain you how are we going to approach this. If we start drastically as a whole pitch, I mean, like, as a whole operation methodology to start covering a whole city, there will be huge burn rate. And you might be reading in the newspapers of late, many logistics companies are in the trouble of because of huge burn rates. The reason being that you populate 150, 200 people across the city, you deploy them across the city, and you open a front end, or and you'll have to wait for orders to populate. There will be a large learning period, a learning curve will happen till the adaptability of the customer to happen. Customer has to get used to keep ordering online, and only that volume, the threshold crosses your minimum number of orders. Only when you have more than 20, close to 15 deliveries per a single delivery boy. Only when he is able to do that, your company will be profitable. Until then, there will be huge burn rate. The burn rate is more than 100% in certain businesses, and that's why it fails. To curtail this, this is the strategy that we are trying to adapt. To curtail that, we are trying to adapt this strategy. Continuous network expansion. That means we actually start in a small geographic area. With that area, we try to make it self-sustainable. We start with the restaurants, and we make that self-sustainable in that particular strategic area, and then we slowly expand to the next geographic area. Thereby, as of now, we are currently holistically present in South Chennai. Within South Chennai, we can transport anything to anywhere. So, we deploy 2 to 3 delivery boys in a certain area, then we start acquiring 5-10 restaurants in that area, and that becomes a commercially viable model there, and then we expand to the next area. By doing this, we'll cover the whole city, and then we'll go off to the, we do longer term transportations like, e-commerce. Okay. Sorry, I skipped the slides. Okay. So I gave you, since because of time constraint, I took it to the holistic picture. In detail, this is the service that we provide. Yeah. Slide. Okay, I'll take a minute to close. So this is the service we provide. We have different categories: same day delivery, scheduled delivery, and on-time delivery, which is like food order. You will get, once you make an order, you will get the food delivered to your home in 45 minutes. And there's an app which we give to the business clients who can place an order over there, and the restaurant owners can see the track. They'll have a tracking feature to see where the order is at this point of time. They can try the delivery boy, and then customer will get the member message saying that he is the particular delivery boy who is going to deliver it to you. So the customer will not call the restaurant. So that curtails a lot of time. And this is a traction that we have acquired now. So we have customers ranging from Housejai, who is a recently Series B funded company, Asif, Joe Hukum, Cake Waves, and Cake World. These are like few cities, and we have acquired close to 100 plus clients. So after this, the funding stage we are talking about, once that's being closed, we'll be expanding to the 100 plus customers which are already acquired. Outlets. For example, Asif, we are serving for 3 outlets. They want us to expand to all their 11 outlets, which we will be doing after our funding stage. And this is competition. How we are different from the competition, I already took you through that, because that's a critical point. I felt that's a very critical point to be elaborated, looking at the time constraint.
Can you show the competition slide?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Few of the major competitors.
In Chennai?
No. Grab and Shadowfox are not in Chennai. Opinion and Roadrunner are in Chennai. They are present holistically. To give a better picture, we are aware of what's happening there. And the need for the fund is to expand the network density, and then to improve the technology to do much more data analysis, to capture more data so that we can do predictively based on that and optimize. Any questions, please?
I just want to tell you that, do you know that Roadrunner is in a big problem?
Yeah.
Do you know why they are in a big problem?
Yeah, the burn rate was huge.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I think you guys should ensure that you don't do that.
Yeah, exactly. That's the strategy that we are trying to adapt. The problem is when you deploy 200 people across Chennai whole city, and you try to you open a front end, Roadrunner primarily as a front end, so that anyone can go make an order over there and then you deploy. So you make an assumption that every delivery boy will get at least more than 10 orders per day. But practically speaking, that's a B2C roadrunner primarily. So it will take time for the customers, end customers, to adapt to that. You don't have a need every day to make a more orders, right? But since we're doing B2B, which is you already have an established business over there, and you tie up with them. They have every day at least 10, 15 orders, 10, 15 food being delivered every day. So tie up with them, and you deploy people over there. So which means you're ensuring there are minimum number of orders coming around. So that will actually help us to bring down the burn rate to a drastic amount. We are maintaining close to 20% range, and we are within a couple of months we'll be trying to close that to zero. I mean, considering the fact, the expense I'm saying. We actually, in the couple of months, we're trying to bring it down to lesser, less than 10%. That's the target. Reality is a little bit up and down.
Say, roadrunner is, funded by Sequoia.
Yeah, Sequoia Capital.
It's like you guys are funded?
Yeah, we have bootstrap and we have small family and friends fund. And now we are talking for seed stage fund, and the final negotiation talks are going. But then not to that scale that we are starting. What we are doing now in a smaller model, we are doing it. We are doing it sustainably. So it's once that's an expansion now. If we can do it small way, if it is sustainable, we can expand that to a bigger scale. So that's what we are trying to achieve.
Applying Muruganathan's model, stop. The model will be successful.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.